Is Colin still alive? Sees he's on 100. Does that mean he's still alive? Might do. Surprised nothing spawned in here. I could see like something like that happening. So a couple of people on 4 and 3 kills. Fair enough. And then there's me. I'll probably get 0. Yeah, I made a loss in Gapples there. Man, if I could have got leggings though and put proj on them, that would have been really nice. I reckon there's somebody out there that's full. Somebody's going to sword rush, just you watch. Let's make the iron. Let's get these trees chopped as quickly as we can. I'm really warm at the moment. I always seem to get really hot and bothered in these. Just, it must be just the intenseness in that. I'm going to freeze. I can just sense this is a game I'm going to freeze in. Often it's games when I've got a lot that I don't do so well, and then games where I'm kind of expecting not to do well, I, you know, get something out of. That was a 1 gap, that's all we need. Alright. That is all we need. We don't need more of that. We're going to keep the chicken. Let's keep the cobble. Let's turn that into that. Get rid of that. We don't need string. Don't need the sword there. Almost done by fruit berries. That could have been a potential final fight. Power 3 we don't need. TNT, flint and steel. Let's go. Half diamond. I mean, okay, I wasted levels on time on getting prot 3, but I guess I had excess, so it's not a huge deal. It's on the Z. The Z coordinate, the Z axis is straight ahead, so yeah, we're running towards it. I wonder if people probably caved there. I wish I'd done that. I never... That could be why I never saw anyone. And of course that person, I can't even mind who it was that fell out of the worlds, but they might have fallen out of the world at the Big Crack. Is it Big Crack or Slimy Crack? I have no idea. Right. Well, this is it, folks. This is where we get to find out. I say we, because I'll get to find out what happens. Colin has a kill. Minnie doesn't have a kill. Poof doesn't have a kill. Resettle doesn't have a kill. Kechlin does. Cand doesn't. So yeah, most people don't have kills. This is a really bad position. I hate being in valleys like this. Let's just do our best. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. There's some very good players here. Fruitberries clearly is doing well. Oh man, how much healing? 49? Could be fighting, or could be out healing. That would be interesting. Oh no, I'm going to get dropped by Fruitberries, and I'm going to give them all my gaps. Just watch. I'm going to ruin the game. If they melee me, I've got no hope. No hope. I mean, I've got prot 2. Oh no, only 1 prot 3. I used to have 2 prot 3s, but one of them was iron. Alright, here we go. Let's get up onto the trees. I reckon I could kill Poof, but at the same time he could probably kill me, because he's pretty good. I'm not sure about anyone else really. I don't think I've fought anyone else. I'm pretty sure most of them are better than me. I don't know how many of them are like better than me to the point where I couldn't see myself killing them. Because like, there's some people that are good, but I think I'd be able to kill if I got them at a good moment, which rarely happens. Happens sometimes, but rarely. I hate enchanted forests. Is that the Big Crack over there? What is that? Watch me get both spammed in the water. Someone with a power 5 is going to totally tear me to pieces. I wish I got proj 2 legs now, instead of faffing about whatever I was faffing about with. I don't see anyone. No one behind me, it doesn't look like. Just keep breathing, it's fine. Like, it'll be over soon. Fruit berries is at 39. That would be a nice fight to find. Did I see someone there? We're still very, very far away. Keep thinking I see someone. This is not a place I want to be. Plains is meh. But I guess we'll just wander through them, because at least I'll see what's hit me or who's coming. I'll have a better chance. Oh man. Could be a few people out of field. Well, Kecleon probably doesn't have any. Those are two of the probably favourites, like in terms of names. Maybe not so much in terms of healing, but in terms of names, they're oh, I thought that chicken was somebody. Remember, let's play. Don't play aggressively. Oh, the problem is people will get me at a really good moment. I'll probably be like turning away and all that. There's TNT over there. I wonder how TNT is going to be used. Are we near? Don't see anyone. We're not within 100 yet. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. No idea where the big crack is. There's not somebody there. There's no one behind me. Someone's going to be full diamonds, you can just tell. I don't particularly want to be here alone. I'm just outside. I still don't see the big crack. Let's go to the mountains. I feel like this is going to be one of those games where I get crit out off the mountain. Don't particularly want to jump into that pool, so let's go around via the land. Fruit berries drops me on 1.5 hearts. Gets 9 gaps, wins the game. You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first. Is there someone up here? I think there is. Excuse me, I think there is. I can almost sense it. What's that? It's a cow on a block. I thought it was somebody's head on a block. Oh right. Oh okay. Well, I'm on my way. I was just going around because I didn't like my positioning. Thought I saw somebody there, but I'm on a mission. There's the big crack, and it's not a place I want to be. Let's get away from that. I mean, to be fair, I'm on my way there. Leggings. Oh, it just despawned right there. How unlucky is that? I bet it was like Proj 3 or something. Alright, well. Hopefully that doesn't cost me. Not sure how much. Well, it would have made a difference, but not much of a difference. I wonder if they're all over the other side. That would really suck. Alright, where are we going? We're going down here. Into the plains. That was close. Flip. Move out of the way. This is a very bad place to be if I get sword rushed. Still don't see anyone. I am not within. I'm too scared to go within, mate. This is a really... This is a 0-0. I don't appreciate there's somebody there. There's somebody there. I guess we're fighting. Who is it? Is that fruit berries? Oh, it's raining. Can't. Oh, he hit me. Oh no, he had punch. This is it. GG, game over. I didn't hit him once. Oh, he's got flame, I think. Oh no. I've not got one shot. There we go, shot him. Whoa! Got stuck in the block. Oh. I'm getting dropped. Dead. Oh, no. Ah, I hate that 0-0. It was melee. Oh, I dropped so many gapples. He might have this. That was his first kill as well. So that was on the Fly UHC. Obviously, very disappointing end to the season from my point of view. It'd been fun up until that point. I was really happy with the scenarios, with the way the game panned out PvE wise, because I don't think I was the only one that found it enjoyable. I don't think I was the only one to find it challenging, and I think it really would have made for a good perspective from a lot of people instead of just, you know, vanilla caving. What was different? Well, for starters, we should remember that this was on the Fly UHC, therefore there was, I think, 4 scenarios that weren't named beforehand, but the other 2 were the TNT Demolition, that's what it's called, and there was another one, Big Crack, that was also mentioned. So those were the scenarios. 4 were unnamed. There was one to do with the wars. I still don't know that one. I should have checked it up, but it was kind of like, I'm guessing it changed ores. It made you have debuffs if you mine some of the ores. It just made things a bit more interesting. I remember at one point during the season, Griffin was not sure if he should mine gold or not because he was at like 2% or something, so he could die from mining an ore. So it's interesting from that point of view. From another point of view, there was more dungeons. The dungeon rates had been increased. It wasn't dungeon eating, but it certainly did add a lot to the game. Not just from the PvE point of view, but also from combat, from gear, the gear point of view. You could get books, you could get gapples, string, so much stuff you could get from the chest. I was fortunate. I managed to get a Prot 3 book, Feather Falling 4 book. I had a Smite 4 book at one point, 2 Power 4 books. I got the flame off of a bow from a skeleton. Yeah, basically it was crazy, the loot table, or the loot levels, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm sure that would have made for some interesting fights. So we know for a fact the game was interesting. There was a lot added to it, just to make it unique from vanilla gameplay, which is good, especially for 1.8, which is a version that's been played to death by the UHC community. However, my own performance, ignoring the final battle, what could I have done differently? Well, for starters, I could have listened to the intro. I did not appreciate that TNT ignited just upon placing it. I thought it was breaking, but obviously that doesn't make sense. Not Demolition anyway, and something called Demolition. Well, maybe it does, but nah, it doesn't make sense. So that was one mistake. Second of all, Big Crack's an interesting one. I've played a lot of Big Crack games in my time, going way back to when I first started playing, about 5 years ago, or it'll be over 5 years at the time this comes out. But I'm guessing that one of the strategies with Big Crack is that you can see into the ground, you can see other ores, other caves, and so a lot of the action, a lot of the caving action is going to happen in and around the Big Crack. Now, this is something I've never really indulged in. I've always just caved away from it, and it's not something I've ever thought about necessarily. So it's not a conscious choice. I've just played the game as normal, whereas I'm sure other people would have gone in and around the Big Crack to get things like diamonds, caves, that sort of a thing. So that was a major mistake on my part. I was low in terms of armor bars going into meetup. Could I have got more diamonds going to the Big Crack? Well, we'll never know, but there's a good chance I would have. And of course, most of my diamonds, or not most of my diamonds, but a large proportion of my diamonds came laterally in the last 10 or so minutes before meetup. So I probably wouldn't have been rushing as much as I was. Although I wasn't really rushing to get diamonds, obviously, because I had my Prot 3 helmet. But there you go. So there's 2 big mistakes that I made. Other mistakes, I'm not really sure. I think I played pretty smart. Obviously I had to gapple a lot, but you can't really accommodate for things like, getting damaged by silverfish that just randomly spawn, or getting damaged by diamonds or gold when you mine them. It's just a fact of the game. So I don't think I could have done any better with conserving healing. And even if I had conserved healing, I would have just been increasing the gapple count of xCand, who was the one that killed me. In terms of the final fight, I'm going to make a case here that it was unfair. No, I'm kidding. It was totally fair. But I'm going to make a case for why I lost. Aside from the fact I'm bad, xCand, all I'm going to say, he's better than me. Okay, let's just get that out of the way first. Okay, so I was fighting a better player. Obviously, he was more stacked. I mentioned, and I completely forgot about this when I left the season aside, and this is a number of weeks after. I'd completely forgotten I'd said this, but 0-0 wasn't actually good for me. I obviously prefer 0-0s where there's a bit of running space. I prefer it where I can use the bow well. Of course, when I first saw xCand, I shot many arrows at him, didn't hit him. Why was that? Well, there was a tree in the way. Why didn't I move? Well, I'm just silly. So, in theory it was my fault, but the point is, it wasn't an environment that I was going to do well in. Second of all, xCand had, besides his full time, he had a punch bow, which really, really caught me off guard. I got stuck in the wall at one point, which obviously is no fault of him or mine. It's just a fact of the game, so that obviously threw me off a wee bit and might have given him some yards to me. And of course, well, I don't know what was on his sword. It could have been really good. I don't know. I've watched the fight back once. It could have been really good. His bow could have been really good besides the power, the punch too. I don't think it didn't do as much damage to me as I thought, so maybe it didn't have any power on it, or maybe the power, I'm sure it did, but I'm sure the power level maybe wasn't any more than power 2 or power 3. But yeah, overall, it was a difficult situation. Also, my armour wasn't that great for bow fighting. Bow fights, it wasn't that great, so even if I had been in a flat area, I probably would have got shredded by a power 4 or power 5 bow. So it was a difficult situation to be in, and who knows, I could have been the only one that wasn't full timed at meetup, in which case whoever I fought probably would have ended the same way. It just so happened that xCand hadn't fought yet. He probably had a lot of healing. Let's think about it from his point of view. Oh, there's a half diamond JamestheDouglas, brilliant. And then after the fight, he's probably thinking, well, that was a pretty worthwhile kill. I don't know how many gaps he got, probably like 8 or something. So yeah, I mean, for some people, they can do well running away through that sort of terrain. Me, not so much. I only got so far. What I should have done is planted a bunch of TNT and seen what might have happened. But obviously, I didn't realise that TNT exploded upon placement. So yeah, that was my own fault for not listening in the intro. I need to listen in intros. I'm always just messing about because I'm eager for the game to start. But they're there for a reason, to inform players and viewers, not spectators. Might be spectators if it's a streamed round. But yeah, hopefully in future I will learn and I'll listen to the scenarios being read out. Especially as there's a lot of rounds now that have got more unique scenarios, which is nice. I feel like there's a lot that you can do with this game, a lot more you can do with this game that's already been done. Something out there that will just change the face of the game to something else, something alternate, something that people really enjoy. That's my personal belief. Whether it will happen soon or in future, I don't know. But I do believe that because rounds are now becoming more, well, not all rounds, but there's a lot of rounds out there that are having scenarios that are really, really different, and because obviously we've got 1.14 coming out, there's a lot more you can do with the newer versions. People might be becoming a bit more used to the newer versions, or, well, not everyone, obviously some people have been playing the newer versions for a long, long time, but for some people they're just new to it, they maybe haven't tried it yet, and if more people try, maybe there'll be more games hosted there, and maybe there's more you can do with it. I don't know, but my personal belief is there's more to be done with Ultra Hardcore. That being said, this is the end of my perspective for On the Fly UHC. Big thanks to Colin, who I believe was an organiser and who invited me. Much appreciated. It was fun until I died, obviously. But yeah, thank you to you, the viewer, for watching, and I will see you hopefully another time. Bye for now.